Hey guys, welcome back to another video, man. Let me make this a little bit bigger for y'all. Today I'm going to be ranking every NFL team heading into the season. Training camp starts today, at least for my team, so why not? And then you can see I have a bunch of notifications. Most of that is from... Sorry guys, this message keeps popping up and I don't understand why. But we're starting with the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going to put them in D tier. Hold on, let me make this F a little bit bigger. Here we go. I'm gonna put the Cardinals in D tier. I think they will improve a little bit, but I don't think they're gonna be like one of the good teams in the NFL. I think they're definitely not gonna be an F tier again. But with the connection with Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr., it's gonna put them up to D tier. Next up, we got the Dirty Birds and the Atlanta Falcons. They will also join the Arizona Cardinals in D tier. You're lucky I'm not putting you in F minus tier. The Falcons, they suck. They always will suck, and that's the end of it. Okay, Falcons are in D tier. Kirk Cousins, he sucks. Drake London, he is mid. Kyle Pitts is literally the definition of mid. Next up, we got the Baltimore Ravens. I'm gonna put the Ravens in A tier. I'm not gonna call them S tier yet because I don't know. Because obviously we got to see them perform. But, you add Derrick Henry, but you lose some key parts of your defense. So, for now, the Ravens are in A tier. Maybe they'll prove me wrong and go on a Super Bowl run. Well, I do think that they will be in the Super Bowl, but I don't think they're going to win it. Next up, we got the Buffalo Bills. And I have the Bills in C tier. And I know they have Josh Allen, but their number one receiver is a rookie. Or Curtis Samuel, but that's not much better. Josh Allen, he's not a one-man wrecking crew. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He can't beat Mahomes. The highest he's ever gotten was the AFC Championship game. You know who he lost to? An injured Mahomes. Last year, lost to Mahomes. All he does is lose to Mahomes or Joe Burrow. This man can never beat anybody in playoff, in Super Bowl he can never beat a Super Bowl caliber team in postseason, in the playoffs. So, for now, I'm going to put the Bills at C tier. They could potentially boost up to B tier, but for now, they're C tier. Next up, we got the Carolina Panthers. People might be surprised by this, but I got the Panthers in C tier as well. Okay. All right, I got the Panthers in C tier as well. I think they're going to be an 8-win team. I think they're going to massively improve. I think Bryce Young, and I'm saying this as a Saints fan, by the way. Bryce Young going into year 2, I think he's going to know NFL defenses by now, and I don't think it's going to be as bad. Okay, so I got the Carolina Panthers in C tier. Next up, we got the Chicago Bears. I'm actually going to put the Bears in B tier. I think, they have a rookie quarterback in Caleb Williams. How will he do year 1? We're going to find out. But I feel like they have arguably the best receiving core in the NFL. And I think, their defense is still one of the best in the NFL. I'm not going to put them in A tier yet because I want to see how Caleb Williams does. But if he plays like C.J. Stroud did last year, yeah, the Bears, they're going to be A tier. And honestly, I think maybe even S tier. Next up, we got the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm going to put the Bengals in B tier as well. Joe Burrow coming off the injury. I don't think the Bengals are going to be 13 wins like they were that one year when they lost to the Chiefs in the championship game. But I will put the Bengals in B tier. I think they're going to improve from last year. I mean, last year wasn't really all their fault, because Joe Burrow, he was out for the season. And you can argue he was kind of out for the entire season because, in the first half of the season, that man was playing on one leg. So, Bengals, I'm going to put in B tier. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns, and I'm going to go ahead and put the Cleveland Browns in... Oh, hold on, guys. My computer is doing the weird stuff. But I'm just going to say right now, I'm going to put the Cleveland Browns in C tier. Joe Flacco, he's gone. They replaced him with Jameis Winston, which I think is... Joe Flacco and Jameis Winston are kind of the same player, but we can all agree Deshaun Watson will be the starter. And I don't know if that's going to be the right decision, but they have to with all the money that they're paying him. I think that defense will be there. But hold on, guys. Back to this. All right, so yeah, I got Cleveland Browns in C tier. I just don't think their quarterback situation is the best right now, and I think you need a quarterback to win. So, Browns, y'all are C tier for now. Next up, we got the Dallas Cowboys, and I guess C tier's having a party because we're putting the Dallas Cowboys in C tier. You can call that bias, you can call that whatever. I'm in C tier. Why are they not in C tier? Okay, good. Now I'm in C tier. I just don't trust Dak Prescott. I think he's one of the most overrated quarterbacks in NFL history. That man can never finish in the playoffs. And like their team, CeeDee Lamb, yeah, cool. He makes catches against terrible defenses. Woo! Whoa! Yeah, Micah Parsons, he sacks Justin Fields. Whoa! Man, Cowboys ain't doing nothing. I'm in the Cowboys in C tier as well. Next, we got the Denver Broncos, and I guess C tier is still having a party because I'm actually putting the Broncos in C tier. All right, yeah, Broncos are in C tier. I think they're a better team than people give them credit for. They still, I think they have a solid defense, a solid O-line, and I think Javonte Williams is an underrated running back. And Bo Nix, like, he has experience at being quarterback, and I know he's a rookie, but he's one of the older rookies in the class. Maybe that will pan out for him. So, Broncos, and plus they still have Sean Payton as their coach, so I'm going to put the Broncos in C. Sorry, guys, I just made some adjustments. I actually think I have these two teams kind of too low, actually, to be in D tier. But the Detroit Lions, I'm also putting in C tier. Call that disrespectful if you want. The Lions, what do they prove? Yeah, they got to the NFC Championship game. I just don't like the Lions. I think they're an overrated, scrubby team, and I don't like the Lions, so I'm putting the Lions in C tier. Now, the Green Bay Packers. Look, I've talked about the Packers before on this channel. I'm putting the Packers in S tier. They are my Super Bowl favorites. I like the Packers a lot. And you might be like, well, didn't they go in second in the division right behind the Lions? Why do you have the Lions all the way to C tier? The Packers improve. I can't say the same thing about the Lions. Yeah, they got DJ Reader. But look, the Packers, they got Josh Jacobs now, to replace Aaron Jones. I think that's a pretty good replacement. You got Xavier McKinney. You had a good draft. So I think the Packers are an S tier team. Call me weird if you want. Next up, we got the Houston Texans. Texans, I'm going to put in B tier. I think C.J. Stroud coming into year number 2 of his career. I was at B tier, not C tier. I think the Texans, they got Stephon Diggs. They still have Nico Collins. Tank Dell's coming back, I hope. So yeah, the Texans, I have them in B tier with potential maybe A tier, maybe even S tier, but their defense I feel like needs to improve a little bit. But hey, they still have Derek Stingley. They had a good draft, so Texans I'm gonna put in B tier for now. Indianapolis Colts I'm gonna put in C tier. I think the Colts are a good team. I think they're a solid team. Anthony Richardson, how this year will basically be his rookie year. I mean, like I said, he won't. Even if he has, the best season by a quarterback ever, he won't win Offensive Rookie of the Year because technically he did play some snaps last year. Same thing with Jordan Love. He never had a chance for Rookie of the Year because technically Jordan Love also played some snaps before. But yeah, Anthony Richardson coming into year number 2 of his career. Let's see if he can have his first full healthy season. Hey, it worked for Joe Burrow, but I don't think Richardson's Joe Burrow. So, Colts, I'm putting C tier for now. Next, we got the Jacksonville Jaguars. They are the definition of C tier. They lose Calvin Ridley, and they replace him with Calvin Ridley 2.0 and Gabe Davis. I like Gabe Davis, but I don't think he's the number 1 receiver on a championship team. Trevor Lawrence, I feel like, honestly, that contract was worth it for Trevor Lawrence because you have to lock him down. But the Jaguars, I just don't know about the Jaguars for now. The Kansas City Chiefs, I'm putting them in D tier. You know why? Because I'm biased. Next, Los Angeles Chargers. I'm gonna put the Chargers in B tier. I just think the Chargers, they have a lot. Yeah, I think Lad McConkey, I think he's a good receiver to draft. I think they should have got Malik Neighbors instead of Joe Alt. But I just think Jim Harbaugh coming into the Chargers facility, I think will be a good improvement for the Chargers. I don't think the Chargers are going to be this powerhouse, but I do have them in B tier. Next up, the Los Angeles Rams, aka the counterparts in the NFC for the Chargers. I'm gonna put them alongside the Chargers in B tier. I think the Rams, they're a decent team, but they're not gonna. I don't have them being like a great team, but I think the Rams will be B tier. I think losing Aaron Donald is gonna be tough for them, so I don't think they're gonna be A or S. So I'm gonna put the Rams in B tier for now. I mean, they still got Stafford, they still got Puka, they still got Cooper Kupp. As much as I don't like the Rams as a Saints fan, I'm putting the Rams in B tier. Next up, I'm putting the Las Vegas Raiders in B tier. Look, Gardner Minshew is a solid backup to have, but I think he's going to start over Aiden O'Connell. And then, the run game, obviously losing Josh Jacobs sucks. But, I still think that O-line could protect somebody. But the reason I'm putting them in B tier is because I think their defense is going to be countering everybody in the AFC. So Raiders, I'm going to put in B tier for now. Next up, the Miami Dolphins. They will be joining the Baltimore Ravens in A tier. The Dolphins, look, they got Tyreek Hill. Okay, sorry guys, my freaking thing's glitched right now, but the Dolphins are in A tier. I just love their offense. They got Tyreek Hill, Tua, I think is a solid quarterback. They got OBJ. I know he's on the PUP list for now. But, Jalen Waddle coming to, was it year 5 for him? Year 4? Something like that. So, yeah, Waddle. And that run game, that run game is going to be scary with, dude, stop giving me this stupid thing. With Devon Achane, Raheem Mostert. Okay, why are they in D tier? Alright. Yeah, then their defense, I know they lost Wilkins, but they still have a good secondary. They still have some good linebackers. So I'm going to put the Dolphins in A tier for now. Next up, you got the Minnesota Vikings. I'm putting the Vikings in C tier. If they would pop up. I just, they're going to probably start Sam Darnold at QB1 this season, which is whoever you start is going to be the wrong move. Like, they have no franchise quarterback. I do not believe in J.J. McCarthy. You know that by now. But I believe in Sam Darnold even less. So yeah, Vikings are going in C tier. I just don't know what to think about their team right now. Like, their defense is okay at best, but other than that, no. Get the Vikings out of here. Next up, we got the New England Patriots. They're gonna join the Kansas City Chiefs in D tier. I don't know which direction they're going in. Is it going to be Jacoby Brissett or Drake May? I think they're going to start Drake May, but I think it should be Jacoby Brissett. Their defense is okay. They got Christian Gonzalez coming back. Matthew Judon's still there. So they have some things to be looking forward to. But I think this is a tanking team. They're going to want to probably draft a receiver next year. Patriots, I don't know which direction they're going in. They have Drake May now, but I don't know which direction the Patriots are going in. Next up, you got my New Orleans Saints, and I'm putting us in C tier. And the funny thing is, I still have us winning the division, but we're still going to be in C tier. That's how bad this division is. Yeah, I got Saints in C tier. I think we are a solid team. Derek Carr coming into year number 2. I mean, he showed some he showed flashes last year, but he also showed regression last year. I still think our defense is one of the best in the league. We have probably the best secondary in the NFL. Our receiving core, got Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed, Taysom Hill. He's still our gadget player. So, we have a new offensive coordinator, including Kubiak. So, Saints are in C tier for me. Next up, we got the New York Giants, and I'm actually putting the Giants in B tier. And no, it's not because Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones still sucks, but here's why. Drew Lock is going to start for the Giants, and he's going... I don't know why they're not in B tier now. I put them in B tier. It's probably refreshing right now. But yeah, Drew Lock is going to start for the Giants, and he's going to make them a B tier team. Look, I still like their defense. I think they have a solid defense. And, the receiving core could use some work, but for now I got the Giants being in B tier. Drew Lock to Malik Neighbors. I think would be a great 1-2 combo. Look, Drew Lock. I'm just going for the memes. Man, I'm just going for the memes, man. It's Giants in B tier. You get the gist. Next up, we got the New York Jets. The Jets I'm putting in A tier as well. They have one of the best defenses in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers. Let's see if this is basically his first year with the Jets now. Let's see how he can come back from that injury. You know, Breece Hall, he's still there. He's one of the best running backs in football. And, you know, Sauce Gardner, I don't know if he's allowed a touchdown yet. And then, you know, they have a good tight end room. So I'm putting the Jets in A tier along with, hey, a division rival in the Dolphins. I'm trying to make those two fan bases happy right now. Okay, so be quiet. Philadelphia Eagles, I'm also putting in C tier. You know, I just don't really believe in Jalen Hurts right now. They got Saquon Barkley, but he's an up and down running back at times. Their defense is okay. It's like 2 years ago they had arguably the best defense in the NFL, but now they don't. James Bradbury's definitely regressed. Eagles, I'm putting them at C tier. I just don't know what to think about the Eagles right now. Now we got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Steelers, I'm gonna put in B tier. You know, Russell Wilson. Look, Justin Fields, he sucks. We already know he's not gonna play for the Steelers. But I'm gonna put the Steelers in B tier because I think, you know, the Steelers, you know, Russell Wilson is definitely still a good quarterback, and I think the Steelers, you know, they still have a great defense. So I'm putting the Steelers in B tier. Next, we got the Seattle Seahawks, who I am putting in C tier. I think the Seahawks are a decent team, but I don't really believe in Geno Smith a whole lot. I think they have a good defense, but I don't like the Giants. I don't think it's going to catapult them. So Seahawks I'm putting in C tier. Next, we got the San Francisco 49ers, and I'm putting them in B tier. I know they just went to the Super Bowl, but I don't think they're going to be an A or S tier team. I still think they're going to be a good team, but 49ers I'm putting in B tier for now, you know. They have lots of their Super Bowl team coming back, though, so I will give them that. Next up, we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I'm putting them in D tier. I just don't believe in them, and also I am biased. Next, the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to put the Titans in D tier. I just don't know what to think about Will Levis. I think this is going to be that year for the Titans where it's going to be like, yeah, they're getting like kind of like a super team going, but it's going to fail. And to finish off the list, we got the Washington Commanders. And I'm putting the Commanders in B tier. I think Jayden Daniels will be the best quarterback in the NFL draft. And I still think they are a good team. I think they're being slept on. So to round out the list, at S tier, we got the Green Bay Packers. A tier, Baltimore Ravens, Miami Dolphins, and New York Jets. B tier, Chicago Bears, Cincinnati Bengals, Houston Texans, Los Angeles Chargers, Los Angeles Rams, Las Vegas Raiders, New York Giants, Pittsburgh Steelers, San Francisco 49ers, and the Washington Commanders. C tier, we got a bunch. We got the Buffalo Bills, Carolina Panthers, Cleveland Browns, Dallas Cowboys, Denver Broncos, Arizona Cardinals, Atlanta Falcons, Detroit Lions, Indianapolis Colts, Jacksonville Jaguars, Minnesota Vikings, New Orleans Saints, Philadelphia Eagles, and Seattle Seahawks at C tier. And D tier, we got Kansas City Chiefs, New England Patriots, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Tennessee Titans. And we got nobody in F tier. I don't think anybody's going to be terrible. I think there's parity in the NFL now. But anyways, like, subscribe, share, turn the bell on so you don't miss another upload. And I'm out of here. Who dat, and don't be a Falcons fan.